that's Diddy. That's not.
That being said, KR, I said that. No. I don't trust that dude for ish.
Tai Lopez, the well-known influencer turned entrepreneur, is getting sued for $116 million for running a so-called Ponzi scheme. And for those who don't believe it, before I share the video, I'm gonna share the article, because this is straight from the article. Okay. And no one is gonna sue me for saying he was running a Ponzi scheme.
All right, let me read it.
It says here.
So this is what magazine is this? Money Watch.
This is from CBS News.
CBS News. Okay, so this is CBS. Guys, this is not us talking. The title is as follows. Buyers of Radio Shack, Pier 1 Imports, and other brands accused of running a $112 million Ponzi scheme.
So now you've seen it. Now we're going to run the video. Fair use.
Lopez, one of the first online coaching grifters ever, is being sued for $115 million by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. And that's for bilking and defrauding investors out of $115 million through his Miami holding company, Rev Holding. Now, you may remember that Tai Lopez announced that he was going to transition all of these bankrupt brick and mortar brands like Pier 1 Imports and Radio Shack and Model Sporting Goods into e-commerce platforms. And he tried to do that in 2020. But what he didn't tell his investors that he pitched was none of these companies were turning a profit. And yet he pitched them as being on fire and cash flow strong. Well, it turns out, according to the Securities and Exchange Commission, that all of those statements were materially false and inducements for investors to invest. He even took out $16 million of investor money for personal assets. You can guess what that is. I don't know, another orange Lamborghini, or maybe another mansion in Miami or in Beverly Hills that he could shoot videos out of and convince you he's the best online guru for e-commerce? Who knows? But the Securities and Exchange Commission is not messing around, and they're saying that at least $5.9 million worth of dividends that were paid to investors was actually just based on more investment money, i.e. a Ponzi scheme. So I've said it before and I'll say it again. Tai Lopez is nothing but a grifter. He always has been a grifter. And it's shocking that people believe this bullshit and buy his online coaching stuff.
That's pretty harsh. Let's have another one. Fair use.
Breaking news. Tai Lopez, the Lamborghini in the garage guy, just got charged by the SEC for running a $112 million Ponzi scheme. Allegedly, $16.1 million went to fund his personal lifestyle, and another $5.9 was misused to pay back the investor in a Ponzi-like scale scheme. Now, I've always said this, when they flash their cars, their planes, and their watches, that is a red flag. Chances are you paid for that. Nobody's perfect. There's always a risk. People lose money. People make mistakes. That's called investing. But if $1 billion brand with real infrastructure couldn't out Amazon, what makes you think that some called guru with a Lamborghini in his garage could? I'm not saying I told you so, because I told you so. The biggest.
Again?
But I told you so. No, this is.
Your lesson is here. Always vet who you do business with. Trust but verify. And if you want to learn more about failures, more than success, read chapter 3 of my best-selling book, Business is War, where I share.
Yeah, no free ads over here, boy. Anyway, here we are. SEC.
The SEC won't let me. That's something.
Yeah, but yeah. By the way, he dropped this video after all this came out. Which is kind of crazy. Fair use.
They can't control you if you read the right books and inform yourself. And make no mistake, we live in a world where you're trying to be controlled, both maliciously by people and indirectly. There's groups of people that are trying to control you that don't necessarily wake up in the morning and say they want to ruin your life, but the structure of the system is built to control you. It used to not be that way. Look at the American ideal dream. The original American dream was a group of people who didn't want to be controlled by the religious leaders in Europe and the UK. So they came to the US and they forged their own path. That was supposed to be the American dream. Slowly but surely, over time, what Americans or what the original settlers ran away from is now taking place in the United States in the last 10, 20 years. The solution, and I'll give you 3 ways that I think you can know what's true, because this really comes down to what is true and what isn't. There's a whole science of this called epistemology. How do you know that you know something? Remember, they can't control you if you read the right books.
RJ.
Well, let's start by saying, I'll start by saying innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
Let's start
that's
there.
also what that's my first thought.
Innocent until proven guilty. They went after Grant Cardone too. Said a lot of things about him. And
Who, the SEC?
No. They had it
Oh.
was no, it was
I
I believe
That's
it
a
was
different
a
level.
no, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
I know what you mean. I know what you
say,
mean. It's the former CEO of one of one of the telecom companies.
Yeah, but
He was going
the-
for his neck.
And there was a class suit as well
Hmm.
with one person. I didn't get that, but according to him, they also said a lot of things about Diddy when he started, that he was running so that he was involved in a RICO, and none of them was true. So let's just start by saying, okay, KR, I'll believe it when I see the verdict. So that's the first thing.
Innocent until proven. You're a freak.
Yes.
Oh no, that's Diddy. That's not.
That being said, KR, I said that. No. I don't trust that dude for ish.
Oh,
So
man.
that's a me thing, right? I have some trust issues with him. So I don't trust him. He doesn't look like a trustworthy guy. He looks very shady.
Ty, you mean?
I'm talking about Ty. Yeah.
Mm.
He looks very shady.
Is it the
He's
first
not-
impression you have of him when he was running courses on YouTube? Was that the catalyst for that?
So there are 2 things so he reminds me of Grant Cardone, but there's a difference between Grant Cardone and him. They're both salesy, aggressive salesperson, and by nature I don't like that. But that's a me thing.
Mhm.
Is it effective? Yes, it is.
Of course.
But I'm not that person.
Normies
and I
always
don't
fall
like-
from that stuff.
Yeah, so that's the thing. But that's a me thing, right? But I mean, they do what they do, and they get their money and so on. So that's the first. But the difference between a Grant Cardone and a Ty Lopez is that Grant Cardone, he shows you bank accounts, he builds things, and you know what he's selling. He just wants you to invest in his company at the end of the day. Ty Lopez too, but he's telling you to read more books.
He has too many products.
I don't have an impression. I have the impression of, so my impression of Grant Cardone is that he can sell ice to an
Ice to
Can
a
you
hoe?
say-
Oh,
okay.
no, no.
Can you
That's
say
not how you say it, right?
no? But you can't say it anymore, I think.
What? Ice to a hoe?
No. Let me just check. No, because
Ice to a polar bear.
Because it used to be one thing, but now, let me just see. Let me just see if this is insulting. Yes or no. Is that word politically correct? No, it's correct. No, it's not politically correct. Did you consider politically? It's a derogatory slur. Okay, so selling it.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
No, it's so I'll just say, if I say it the way they're telling me to say it, you'll know what word I'm talking about. It's like selling ice to an indigenous people from the Arctic.
That's not derogatory, man. Come on.
That's
man.
what they're saying, man.
If that's derogatory, then everything is derogatory. Calling people black is also derogatory.
I mean, that's what they're saying.
Those same people that are saying that were the ones parading for Redskins, and then to remove of Redskins, and now the Redskins, the Indians want the Redskins back. So
the natives one.
You.
Indians
I like to take it back. So the Indians.
Yeah, the chiefs and the Indians, right?
The chiefs and the Indians, yes, the original Indians, not the dot Indians.
The Hui Indians.
Yes, the pass and puff pass kind of Indians.
If you're a pass puff type of guy, you shouldn't be sitting in the circle, man.
Anyway, let's take it back to Ty. Let's take it back to Ty. I mean, I understand your point. Ty's come up was courses. He was selling courses through promoting books, showing that he's the smartest guy in the room, so you should listen to him because he read so many books. This also shows you that reading all the books clearly doesn't help when you're trying to revive businesses. All that knowledge, I mean, what they were trying to do, I'll be honest, it's a very risky thing because you're trying to revive that brands that obviously already went bankrupt, and you're trying to restart everything. So first you gotta buy it up, and then you have to turn a brick and mortar into an e-commerce shop. So you basically have to have warehouses, you have to have infrastructure, transportation, as in delivering the products and all those things. Guess what, RJ? You're on mute, but you said what?
Yeah, I said what?
You're dealing with other companies that have been in that same space for years.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's say you want to compete with them while they have 10 years ahead of you. There's nothing wrong with trying, but there's things that you have to say, okay, this is not going to work. And as an investor, you should be able to see that. So I'm talking about pure the business opportunity he was offering. Always thought it was a weird thing to do, but hey, it's very risky. Let me put it this way. It's not weird. It's very risky because it's like you're swinging for the home run.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're swinging from the home run from the first pitch, chances are you will also strike out.
That's true.
So you're going for the big swing, because if it hits, you gotta win big. But the chance
it's
of you
all or
winning
nothing.
big,
it's an all or nothing.
all or nothing play. It's
Yeah.
an all or nothing play.